Okay, welcome back. I realize it's been a long time since I have streamed anything about my Todd Ramirez career with the P-47 Thunderbolt. So we're gonna pick that back up today. We've been going pretty hard in the multiplayer scene. We've had some intense dogfights lately, and I was just thinking, man, it'd be nice to do something a little bit more laid back, a little bit less stressful. So here we are, checking things out, trying to remember where we left off. It looks like we've got a pretty full crew here, just a couple of wounded fellas, and maybe getting close to a plane shortage. That might be new. I don't know about planes being repaired. I don't remember ever seeing that before, so I'm fascinated by that. I wonder if that snuck into some update here and I missed it in the patch notes or something. Kind of cool. Or maybe it's always done that and I've just never seen it. Also a possibility. So it looks like I ended here. The day was done. A bunch of folks were wounded, and yeah, a bunch of planes were damaged. But it was overall a success. So let's just go ahead and advance to the next day and see what's in store. Yeah, definitely looking for something a little more relaxed because yesterday in particular we had some hurricane dogfights and it was intense. It was good, but it was stressful. So we will just take it down a notch here. Heavy weather. Oh, the wind's finally dying down. It's been windy for so long. It's good to see that. It's getting a little cool. Not too bad just yet. It looks like, what, October the 31st? So almost November. I imagine we will continue to see the temperatures drop as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Okay. Looks like they've got me assigned as number 2. Nice. For a enemy railway junction attack. Normally those are longer flights. Yeah, as indeed appears to be the case here. This will be flying all the way out to the river, which is just what we've been pounding basically this whole career. This is that P-38 field, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So we're still kind of the most forward of the American bases here. The only way to get closer to the action would be to fly out of this RAF field up in Vocal, and that might be interesting to do someday. Maybe come back and do this again in a Tempest or a Spit or something. But yep, looks like kind of a long flight today. We've got to first let the other flight go. They've got the morning flight, and then we're in the afternoon. Looked like about 2 in the afternoon, 1400 or so. Alright, looks like it was a success for those guys. Let's see if they made it through in one piece. Another one wounded and another 2 P-47s damaged. That is not good for our squadron by any means. Damaged or lost, I guess it's a little hard to tell maybe from here. I assume with the pilots okay. The planes will probably be in repair, but let's see if it'll show up. There's one of each under repair, so yeah, they're losing some. Although these came back up, so maybe those other planes are fixed up and ready for action now. Interesting. Alright. Either way, I think we are good to go with the flight that I'm assigned to. Let's look at the waypoints. Looks like it'll start us off probably just on the eastern side of the border here. We have been having a pretty successful push along here. The enemy line used to be kind of in this area. What's that city? Can I do this? I can't read that. Oh, where was? Oh, it was Akin here that used to be under enemy control. We've been pushing back, making good progress, and it's all kind of coming back to me here. So we'll go ahead and kick this off. Get ready to hop into a P4. Laid back run here. Maybe. Or additional note as I for testing that with a P39 and having good success. I may do that again just because sometimes that flight home starts to feel pretty long. We got 3 bombs, full fuel, that's all fine. Okay. So yeah, let's just kick this off and see how it goes. Gotta remember how to fly this bird. I'm also going to go ahead and switch to this guy's left so that I don't have to worry about these guys running into me. I am in at 22. Now. This might take me a minute here, but shouldn't be too bad. Good flight of P-47s here. I'm just going to keep an eye out because the last thing I want is for us to get jumped. I honestly don't know how long it's been since I last flew in this P-47 career. It's been a matter of weeks, I believe. I think I have flown since the new year. Like I say, just been pretty active on the multiplayer scene here. I thought for a moment I might have seen some specks in the distance, but maybe nothing. Nothing. Probably just paranoid. I am hoping that if I do get into a dogfight, I'm hoping that I've been doing that enough with real pilots lately that I'd stand some kind of good chance against an AI. They can sneak up on you though, there's no doubt of that. That's when they a lot of times get you, is when you're just not paying attention. They sneak up or jump you up. All it takes is one well-placed cannon round to end your whole career. think that may be the river ahead of us. I'm hoping that's the river ahead of us. Yeah, likely is. Just looking at that map there, I think that'll be it. So it's still a little bit of a ways out, but we'll get there. Just try to kind of keep in line here. Clear that out so I can see the map a little better. Flying formation like this, you've really got to live on that throttle, constantly just making tiny adjustments. If you see yourself slipping behind, you throttle up. If you see yourself kind of blowing past them, you come back. You just kind of micro-modulate throttle. Taking flak, must be crossing the line. We're kind of far back from the line, actually. So that's interesting. The flak's only just now showing up. Now, mostly, I've only encountered flak in this career on the front line itself. Normally, once we get past that, things quiet down. Seems like the possibility of getting jumped, though, kind of carries all the way to target. Now, certainly a benefit of the train targets is you can knock them out pretty quick, so you don't necessarily have to loiter as much as you might over, say, a truck column. You might spend quite a bit of time bombarding a truck column, and in that time, the Germans could scramble some fighters and come mess you up. So, generally speaking, the train strike ops tend to run a little bit more smoothly, at least in my experience so far in this career. Got 3 500-pound bombs strapped to this plane, just like this guy. One on the belly and one on each wing. If we really get into trouble and fighters jump us and we're far from the target or something like that, probably all or at least some of us will just let the bombs drop so that we can engage the fighters. Kind of trying to keep an eye on the flight lead here. Kind of check in on him every now and then, make sure I'm holding position, but also just constantly looking around for enemy contacts. We are, I think, approaching the target now. If I'm not mistaken, it is a town pretty much right on the river here. I think we've been to this target area before. Maybe several times before, hard to say. Yeah, you can see the city up ahead. Where we're headed. Probably be some AAA, but I would guess it'd be fairly light. We should be able to manage it. Hopefully without losing too many guys. I'm feeling optimistic about this one. Maybe we won't lose anybody. Seems like just a nice day, you know? Barely any wind, so that's going to help a lot with the bomb runs. We won't be drifting. I'm seeing some, what I feel like sort of consistent black flickerings ahead. Hopefully nothing. Some kind of glitch. We'll find out soon. We're about to dive in on the target, I'm sure of it. And I just have to get a visual lock on the target. Double checking the map to make sure this is the target. I'm a little surprised they haven't dived yet. Speaking of dived, I would really like to practice dive bombing, like where you roll over upside down and just nose onto the target. Let your bomb go.
Control for ground targets on your own. Out.
There you go. And we are rough man group. I'm gonna let them dip away. I want to stay up until I kind of spot the train, because I just don't recall at this target where the train is sitting. There may even be multiple train stations here. Oh, I see it. Right in the middle of the city there. I'm gonna get going pretty fast here. I'm actually probably gonna throttle back a little bit so I don't get too carried away. And then hope that these guys don't bomb my face. Because they honestly might. If I hit the ground about the same time that their bombs do. I don't know if they'd release bombs from that high though. They're still all like way up there. Oh, this is lots of good targets. Oh boy, that's a steep dive. I hope they can pull out of that. Alright, oh! Alright, well, we're flying home. I see that they do not seem to have bomb fuses. Alright, this is going to be a challenge because I gotta get home. We are far from home, so let's see what we can do. If I have to bail here, that's going to be bad news bears. RPMs are holding. I'm pushing kind of hard because I want to get some altitude. If I have to glide, altitude is going to be a big friend. So I'm going to push kind of hard. See my windscreen totally blacking over. They hit me good. I wonder if they pulled out of their dives, because they really were coming in at a sharp angle there.
Roughman 3, I'm wounded. Roughman 7, I'm wounded.
2 of them wounded. I still see a few of them flying around, so I guess they made it out of their dive. Correct. direct west here. I would say the wing damage is fairly minimal. The damage I'm the most concerned about is certainly the engine damage. But she seems to be riding okay. Temperatures are cool for now. And the needle's not wiggling or anything, so while I'm quite sure that clearly I'm damaged. Okay, now that they've done that, if I can get across the line, then I will just escape and not bother trying to land this bird. Looks like none of my bombs even did any good. I guess theirs probably went off before mine had a chance. Hey, holy moly. I tell you, my wingmen end my career more often than the actual enemy. Alright, I'm gonna come back on power here. No sense encouraging my engine to fail. I'm making pretty good speed and everything still seems pretty rock solid. Yeah, pretty rock solid. So let's just see if we can cross the border. I guess I don't even know for sure that I have to cross the border necessarily. It's just kind of a guess, and I'm not really wanting to take chances with an Iron Man career, if you know what I'm saying. Mess something like that up and the whole career could be over. No lie, I thought maybe my whole career was over just then when those bombs went off literally on top of me. Fragged pretty good. I'm sure I took some pretty bad wound damage myself, which might take me out of the fight for a few days. We'll see. But it is looking like I'll be able to nurse myself across the border here, and that's at least something. I'll just keep pushing nice and easy. I guess it's max continuous. That's nothing too strenuous. Correct west again. Kind of keep drifting. Boy, I hope that's not the sound of my engine right now. I'm sure I'm just hearing things now because I'm nervous about it. Temps still all look fine. I'll dip a little bit and see if I can't get a little bit of a better high speed here. I do feel like my engine's making some funny noise, some kind of stuttering noise. It's still going pretty strong, so... Oh no, really? That's bad. Just when it couldn't get any worse. There he goes. Finally, I can at least see my enemy. Well, kinda. We'll give her everything she's got anyway. Man, how'd he even find me? Alright, well, I'm in no position to fight him. There he is. He's just kind of flying parallel with me here. I can maybe work with that. Leaving? You're just gonna loop around. I think he's just gonna loop around. Yeah, maybe he's leaving. I'm just gonna keep flying. Maybe he lost sight of me, I'm not sure. Boy! Can I keep this boat afloat? 247 is one tough bird, I'll give it that. It's trying to bring me home. Bit of a break here. Oh yeah, I'm vaping now. I'm also very, very close to the border where I can ditch. The speed is sustainable, but barely. I'm just kind of lucky he left off me. At least I think he's left off me. We'll see, I guess, when tracers fly by again. Man, that's just crazy. There was no call out from my wingman of enemies being around. He just totally surprised me. Limping home, fragged by my own wingman. Oh, stay above the trees. Almost there. Find a good ditch to bail in. I can barely get enough thrust out to keep this plane above the treetops. But in theory, I'm good to ditch. Now that I'm across the border, and I think I will do that very thing rather than risk a crash later on here. I'm just looking for a good spot to do it in, where I hopefully won't hit a tree. Here we go. This is a perfectly good field. I hope. Oh, he was still after me. He was getting shot at by my guys, though. So yeah, good thing I ditched, because he'd have caught me. Oof. Poor plane. It just took the whole thing that time. Yeah, and I did nothing. So all my bombs blew up after they'd already done anything. Oh no. That was horrible. Guess we'll see how the squadron fared. So much for relaxing. I mean, technically, yes, we did accomplish our mission. Jeremy White killed, Eric Ramirez captured. Wait. Oh, okay. Todd Ramirez, that's me. Just wounded, and my plane is gone. Actually, it's not even showing as wounded, so I guess I'm fine. Just my plane is trashed, and then these guys were both captured. So we lost 4 pilots and 5 planes. That is a horrible, horrible day. Wow. So that's going to take a toll on the unit. But yes, I'm fine somehow. We are down to a bit fewer of aircraft now. Yep, that was just all around terrible, terrible, terrible day. Mission. Let's pop over to the next day here. Alright, air operations were suspended on the 1st of November. Heavy weather again, wind is down, temp is getting cooler. Alright, let's see what they have planned here. Surprisingly, I'm only on one mission, and it's a vehicle column attack mission. I am a little surprised by that, I'm not gonna lie. Let me look at the unit headquarters here. We're really just making do with this. It's still quite a good number of guys and a decent number of planes. Ian's still out, but he'll come around. I suppose that day of air operations being suspended, that probably gave some guys some time to recover. So let's see how far we're going. Not far. I prefer that because if we do get jumped again, it's not necessarily the end of the world. So let's go ahead and kick this off. I think I'm in the second grouping again, so we'll let the first group go. See what kind of luck they have on the railway junction attack here. Also, I'm trying to decide if any of those are new airfields. That seems like there's a lot of airfields, but maybe that's normal. What is this? 47s. Maybe that's always been there. Bunch of P-47s. Okay. It looks like they did alright. Any of them die, or did they survive this one? Looks like everyone survived that one. Thank goodness. You want to see some kind of success out of that. Alright, let's go ahead and get mine kicked off here. We'll go attack some. Whoa. Bomb. Visor, it had no chance. Here we go. Let's just jump right in. All right. Over to my usual spot on the left. Pretty fine, pretty swell. Okay. Yeah, everything smooth now. Feels good to be in a whole plane again. Alright, turning. Not too far to the target here. But the danger of a target like this is you basically do have to loiter. We're just going to be making pass after pass on trucks until the flight lead says we can go home. What's the time here? It's late. Not quite 3 in the afternoon, so it must just be that it's afternoon in the north during the winter. Days are short because the sun drifts way up to the north, and a lot of the day looks like evening. Throttle back so I don't blast past these guys. Just kind of trying to lock in position at this guy's left. So I'm just kind of gonna slowly go down and up until I've eased right into the spot I want to be. All these smoking cities. The devastation of war. Not too much further to go. I think it's these lakes off my nose. I think that's the area we're headed to. Maybe I should spend a little time kind of studying the area we're going to on the map. I can trim out here. Okay, yeah, literally on the eastern bank of that lake. That should be pretty much no problem. Assuming I don't get jumped again. Assuming my teammates don't explode me again. A lot of assumptions. And you know what they say about assumptions? Do it. Just do it.
Cleveland, search for enemy aircraft.
Okay, we are not Cleveland.
Out.
That's a squadron that is a lot of times flying at the same time as us, but I never see them. I think they're fighters. It seems like they're always looking for air targets. So my guess would be P-51s, but again, I've never seen them. I think they fly out of that airport in Ash. Kind of a guess on my part, but it seems like I've seen something coming in and out of there when I hear those Cleveland guys talking, so that's my guess. That is not an airfield that I can transfer to, though. So, stick with P-47s and ground attack ops. That's what we been doing. And it's been working. I mean, we're slowly but surely winning this war. Is there a road? There's a road, a north-south road. Perfect. I just hope it's not totally surrounded by trees. It looks like it's not in a forest, so I think there's some reason for optimism there. Oh, there they go. No radio call, just kind of a weird maneuver there. There are a lot of trees. Why are there always trees by the road? Gotta figure out an attack approach here. It seems like they're maybe gonna go right across it, or maybe gonna come north and south on it.
2, target destroyed.
They're diving. How can it? Oh, Cleveland. Okay. I'm just gonna stay clear of their bombs as long as I can. Alright, they're hitting kind of the north end there, so okay, this should work out alright for me. Nothing's certain, but I'll put bombs away and then we'll peel off and check. See if I'm at least hitting the road. Yeah, those were all good. Those were all good. So now it's strafing time. And look at that, I'm right back with the boys again. Basically lost no time. So now we'll just strafe kind of side to side. I'm just gonna go in, I think. I don't feel like I need a lot of time to line this up.
7, engaging fighter to the southwest.
Shoot.
Range about 1 mile. Out.
Fighter. Yep, okay. That was 2 on me. Glad I moved when I did, because that was almost real bad. Oh gosh, okay.
7, engaging fighter
There's
to the southwest.
4.
Range half mile.
And I think
Out.
they all hate me. Okay. Good place to be, good place to be. More than 4?
Rubber man, A, engaging fighter. It's close. Out.
Oh boy, oh boy. P-47 is not a great fighter. Shoot. Oh no! I could not get that under control. Well, I wondered when this career would end. All it took was one shot. They knocked something important off me, and I just couldn't get away. I think if I'd ejected over enemy lines, I probably would have been captured. So, yeah, I think there was like 6 of them. I'd never seen that many swarm us before. But anyway, yeah, that'll be that. Brings things to a rapid conclusion. I was wondering if this P-47 career would ever end, and well, there you have it. It ended. So, we'll call that a wrap, a kind of unfortunate wrap, but that's how it goes. It's a risk you take with an Iron Man career. You just can't make mistakes, but sometimes you can't avoid mistakes either. Death finds us all. So, anyway, I think we'll wrap it up there for the night. Thanks for hanging out, and hope to see you around soon. Bye.